day. It's Gilbert Ferreira here from Preserve Pigs. Been some time that I've been on YouTube with the video. Unfortunately, life has gotten in between me and my pleasure and more my passion, which is curing meat. But anyway, we're here to rectify it, and I'm now going to pick up from where I left off with the Q&As some time ago. I will also be adding some additional videos on techniques and so forth, as I have been in the past, and we'll revisit some of the old videos like how to build a curing chamber, that sort of thing. Those seem to be the popular ones, especially for newbies. But mostly I'll be heading off to the forums and the online meat curing forums and groups, and trawling through those and looking for interesting questions, especially from newbies to this wonderful art form, and I'll be giving you my input on some of those questions. I must just add one thing here, that there are many different techniques and different ways to do this particular art form, just as there is, if you think of painting, how many different techniques there are and so forth. The one thing that we have to consider is that you might get a whole lot of different types of input and techniques and so forth. But the one thing that's really important is to ensure that we really look out for the health and safety aspect of curing meat. This can be quite dangerous, especially with the type of pathogens and stuff that can float around and can contaminate the meats. One can get really sick, and in the case of, or in the events of getting things like botulism, you can die. However, it is really very rare that does take place. But again, I'm not trying to put the fear of God into you. I'm just letting you know that there are certain things that you need to look out for, and that's why I have started taking a liking to getting into the science of meat curing and actually finding out what is actually happening underneath the texture of the meat, so that I have a better understanding of how to cure meat and how to make a better product. So that's really the idea here, and obviously if you like what you see, then please subscribe. There's going to be a pop-up here. Subscribe, and you'll be notified every time I post a Q&A or another video, and you can always obviously give me your feedback. I'm also going to make a disclaimer here that I'm not right about everything. I've been doing this for near on 20 years now, and every single day I read a group or a forum or interact with other meat curers or curesmiths, as I like to call them. I learn something new, and you must never doubt or allow yourself not to learn or to become arrogant that you know everything. And unfortunately, even in this industry or this beautiful art form, there are people who just believe that the way they do it is the only way and the correct way. And invariably, those guys are the guys that are not really doing it the correct way. So, I think you have to just be mindful, read through the forums, read through the groups, and just in talking about groups, I'd like to introduce you to a very good group. It's a Facebook group. It's called Aged and Cured Meats. I am the main administrator of that page, have been so for about the last 6 to 8 months. And the group has over 39,000 members, of which many of them are very well seasoned curesmiths and have a vast amount of knowledge. So it's a great forum or group to join on Facebook. And I'll pop up the link up the top here for you to join, which will make it easy. Just click there and you join, answer a couple of questions, and be sure to answer the questions, otherwise you won't be accepted. But the great thing about it is that it's got a vast amount of information. There are guides posted there to start, or if you have started already and just need a bit more information, plenty of guides. There are some files with recipes, techniques, calculators on timing and all that sort of stuff. That's all available there. And then obviously it's a wonderful read. We get questions once or twice, 3, 4, 5 times a day, multiple postings every week. And it's also a place to brag a little bit. You don't necessarily have a place to vent or to post your wonderful meats that you've cured, or even to ask those questions with photographs to see if the mold that's on your meat is the right mold, and so forth. So it's really a fantastic place, and I'm going to be using a lot of the questions from that particular group to deal with in this platform. But I'm also asking any of you, if you have any questions, and again, I'm popping up here the email, questions@preservedpigs.com. Just send me an email at any time, and I'll answer you directly. But I'll also use some of those to make videos, and I'll also let you know if your question has been turned into a video. So that's really the whole idea again, and I'm just reintroducing that here. So please feel free to join. I mean, I'm astounded that even though I haven't posted many videos over the last year, that we've grown to over 1,000 subscribers, and that's fantastic. So I'm pushing hard now to grow a bit more, because I want to share with you my knowledge and the fact that when I started, I didn't really have anywhere 20 years ago. It was really, there weren't many forums or groups or postings online, and so I didn't have much to go for or go with. And at that time I was living in South Africa, and I was really one of the first artisan curesmiths in South Africa with a couple of other guys, and so we really didn't have a place to go and learn. We just kind of filtered through what we believed and what we could find. Anyway, so I want to try and smooth that out for you if I can. But I just say to you, follow the advice that I give you, and you'll find on some of the forums, some guys come and tell me that I'm talking absolute nonsense and that this is the way to go. I'm not going to fight with anybody. I'm giving you the information that I use, that I've learned. And if I come across anything that discredits what I say, I will post a new video, and I'll share that with you, because I'm also learning, and I'm not blind to that. I want to learn every single day to make a better product come out of my curing chamber. Just use common sense about the health and safety. I'm going to be talking about things like pink salt or cures, Instacure, Cure 1, Cure 2, sodium nitrate, sodium nitrite. I've already done some talks on that, but as we get these questions, I'll revisit those, because these are the ones that are important. Starter cultures, should I use starter cultures? Shouldn't I use starter cultures? Molds, should we use applied molds or commercially available molds like Mold 600, or shouldn't we use it? These are all things that we're going to discuss in these questions. And if you have any, as I said, email again here, questions@preservedpigs.com. Send them through to me, and I'll give them a bash. And trust me, if I can't find an answer for you, I'll reach out to one of the guys on the forum and credit them and give you their answer. So yeah, please enjoy and give me your feedback about what you see here. If you like it, if you don't like it, if you think I'm boring, or if you think what I'm sharing is okay, it's great to get your feedback. And then again, I ask you, if you do like what you see here and you want to revisit, again, just check down here, click on the subscribe button, and you get the videos when I set them up. Thanks so much for listening, and I look forward to sending up my first new Q&A. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to my YouTube channel.